Early start today. So today I'm going to an area called Pretoria. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Although Pretoria is one of South Africa's 3 capital cities, it is considered a quiet town. Clean streets and small shops exude a low hum compared to its busy neighbour, Johannesburg. Old buildings are found next to modern infrastructure, giving this historical city an impression of growth. Only an hour away from Johannesburg, the 2 cities get closer every day, and we were eager for Brent to visit the sleepy city and get a taste of its story. This is Brent Owens. He chose to explore the world's different flavors and started his journey in South Africa. We'll be taking you on a guided tour to debunk some of the unknowns and push Brent to the limit as we take this taste of adventure to the extreme. Our first stop was a restaurant known as Bourgeoisie, a place that is steeped in the country's Afrikaans heritage.
What's the bourgeoisie? I don't know if that's right. What's the motivation behind the name?
It originated from a book that the previous owner read of the French Revolution.
I'm not going to try and pronounce the name because I can't. And I've been to a few places now. You know, I've been to Sowetan, a few restaurants there, and a few other different places. Just looking at the antiques and the collectibles, there's obviously a different feel and a different culture in Pretoria.
Well, basically, bourgeoisie, it's got a feeling of traditional homes, Afrikaans tradition. So our concept here is when clients come, they feel like they're at their grandparents' house.
Is Afrikaans food different to, say, food that I would have eaten in Sowetan, which was chisanyama and a lot of barbecue food?
It's very similar, however, it's more hearty. You know, we have potjies, which is more sauce with your veggies inside. It's more a hearty-filled meal.
Is it like a potjie something that's evolved since Afrikaans have settled here, or is potjie something that has been in Afrikaans history since it began?
Yes, it's been there since the fur tracker times. Basically, when the fur trackers were on their way, there would always be someone that would go out forward in front of the fur trackers, and they would find meat and they would slaughter, and on the actual osava, is that, remember there, that thing there? Yes, they would hang it, let it dry out, and they would have fresh meats and put it in a pot, and it would feed, because there were so many of them at that time. It just seemed a lot easier to make one big pot for everyone.
So what's your specialty? If I had to have one meal now, what would you say?
Well, traditionally, I would say waterblom.
Meaning?
It's a potjie.
Okay.
It's lamb meat, and it's waterblom, which is only grown in Cape Town.
Okay. Waterblom.
Waterblom. Or you can have afval, which is the lamb's stomach and feet.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I didn't think you would, that's why I said
no,
that.
I'll try it. I'm happy to try it, but we'll see.
Good luck. Nice. This is called afval, or tripes and trotters. This is lamb. It's just the stomach and the feet.
This lamb feet?
Yes.
Well, I've certainly never had that before. So this is cooked in like a curry, like
it's based in a curry, yes.
So using up everything that we have available, eh? That's
yes.
Cool. So we've got stomach and feet.
That's all you have inside there.
Why not, hey? Smells good. That's good.
It's good.
That's one, so that's stomach. So this is a lamb trotter. There.
Yes.
Use my hands?
You're more than welcome to. It's not too hot.
So that would be the trotter like that. So that would be the trotter like that, yeah?
Yes.
And you've split it in half?
And then you can
So how do you
chew
actually...
on the bone.
So you just gnaw into the foot, hey? Like...
It's a hands-on dish.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. My first lamb foot experience. Is it toenail or anything on there? Huh?
No, there's no toenail. Sorry, I cried.
Oh, I don't-
Because don't eat that side, eat on the sides. I don't want you to know.
Crunchy. It's like eating skin. That's what it tastes like. I mean, the stomach was good. I've had other offal that's really nice. It's actually an interesting texture, and I get it. You know, like the first bite, it was sort of like it would just taste like skin.
Yes.
But the more I tuck into it, the texture actually becomes the interesting part, which is cool. And now I actually want more
And
of this.
it, you know, obviously you get your side dish, which complements it.
My first lamb foot experience, my first stomach experience, and my second poikie, I'll have to do 2 dirty thumbs up. So,
Man cannot live on meat alone, so we headed to Capital Craft to quench Brent's thirst and find out about the growing trend of craft beer in South Africa.
hey man.
How's it?
Good, man.
How you doing?
Good, good.
Welcome to South Africa.
Comfortable. I always feel a little bit better when I'm sitting in a bar. Makes me feel good. So what is this place?
Well, this is Capital Craft Beer Academy. We've been open just over 2 years. It's a restaurant that specializes in beer.
Yeah.
When I say restaurant, it means that we're not a bar. We have a very good food menu and we focus hard on the food, but the main emphasis is on the beer. At the moment, we stock about 228 different beers from all over the world.
Cool. Craft beer.
Craft beer, even some commercial beers, you know, but from overseas.
So since I've been in Pretoria, I've heard the word Afrikaans. I've heard it actually this whole trip. But no one's really told me what an Afrikaan is. I mean, being from Australia, you hear Afrikaan and you just think it's the way that you pronounce African. But then it's spelt different. It's like, well, you know, what is it? So what is an Afrikaan?
Afrikaans.
Afrikaans. I was got an S on the end. There you go, learn again. Learn again.
Well, Afrikaans is, it comes from Dutch descent. So the Dutch came to Cape Town and then moved all the way up. And then, do I have to go do a history lesson on Afrikaans? So Afrikaans is, it's difficult to define it because it's also going through like a growing phase. South Africa's in a very cool space at the moment because the young people are now coming up and they like a whole new culture in a weird way. Capital Craft has a very mixed crowd. We've got young people, we've got old people, girls drinking beer, like everything. So everything, I think people are like tied to their culture, but also South Africa has so many cultures that people are slowly like it's slowly becoming like a similar culture.
One thing I'm thinking is, we're in a beer hall with all these craft beers from around the world, and I just had a coffee. So what are we doing, man? Do you want to actually have a beer?
Let's have a beer, yes.
Cool, man. Cool. After you. Thanks, man.
Ladies first.
Alrighty. I'll let you choose me your favourite.
Well, I heard you guys are going to Cullinan, so I'm going to give you a Cullinan brewery cockpit. This is his Mustang American Pale Ale.
Where is all this beer coming from? Like, what's local, what's international, what's trending? Are there these little microbreweries popping up everywhere?
At the moment in South Africa, it first started, let's say, the majority was coming from Cape Town at first, and then obviously Joburg caught up, and then all the towns always had like their own little breweries and stuff, but now in the last, like, let's say, even in the last 12 months, I've been getting like breweries from Kruger Park, from Nelspruit, from everywhere. They're just now popping up in every little town, every little corner, and it's local people from those areas doing it. So everyone's like, it's actually crazy how much craft breweries are opening up.
So with the whole craft beer thing, what's the magic behind it? You know, what's the difference? What makes it so
So
cool?
can we start again? The line was not flushed yet, so it's, a foaming beer is embarrassing beer, you know. Well, look,
Cheers.
the definition, well, craft beer it's microbreweries, so it's small breweries that don't make massive scales of, you know, it's a very small production. So you'll find more experimenting and more newer styles, where with big breweries you can't experiment with a 50,000 litre batch, you know.
Yeah.
Where so microbreweries are much more creative, they're much more personally invested. It's much more personal.
Yeah.
You can say it like that, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Awesome, man. Well, thank you. Good beer, good
Cheers.
chatter, good place, eh?
Oh,
Happy days. Cool, man. Thanks.
Yeah,
got a good beer, yeah.
Come say it, lekker.
Lekker, eh? What's that? Yeah, gotcha.
Got me. There we go.
Having got a taste of the old and the new, we decided to surrender to the slow pace of the city and call it a day. The next morning, we had a real treat in store for Brent. Just outside of Pretoria is a small organic farm. Knowing Brent is fascinated by self-sustaining farms, we took him to meet the owner, Adrian.
Is this it? Adrian.
Hey, Brent, how are you?
Very good, my friend. I tell you what, we couldn't even find this place. Is it meant to be hidden away?
Yeah, it's definitely meant to be hidden away. It's a little bit of a break in the middle of the city, a break away from the city. So,
Yeah. It's it looks awesome. I'm really pumped to be here, and we did a little bit of Googling on the way. So I've got a little bit of information about it, which excites me because I know that it's a sustainable restaurant that you've started here. What's your goals and what are you trying to achieve?
Finally, to be completely self-sustainable, but we started with a building with sustainable way of building. I mean, all the excavated earth was used to make rammed earth walls.
When you say sustainable, are you trying to do everything on site, or do you mean like importing it locally, or what?
At the moment, we're a little bit of both, but finally, the eventual goal is to do everything ourselves. Yeah.
Where's everything growing?
Right next door in the greenhouses.
Yeah?
So yeah, let's take a walk and I'll show you.
After you, my man. Is this in here?
Yeah, come through to the greenhouses.
Oh yeah. This is awesome. Well, it's hot. Ooh, take me through. What have we got?
All right, these has just been cleaned out. So it's just the last little bit of celery and so on. All the artichokes are out, borage flowers, black tomato, Spanish tomatoes at the back. All the rockets, watercress, basil, all the simple stuff at the moment
Is everything on the menu?
currently, yes.
Everything.
Yeah.
What about up here? What have we got there?
Fish, all the different tilapias, and these ones are nearly ready to go to the restaurant.
For dinner.
Yeah, so
That is all. I've not seen this anywhere in the world, to be honest.
Yeah.
Not like this. It's so unique.
oh, so this is quite nice. These are all the filter beds. So it's a closed system. All the dams, the fish have bottom draining, so it runs all the fish through the system, and it gets dropped in here, and it turns it into nutrients. And then at the bottom you've got aquaponics, but they're all just floating in water.
Really?
Yeah, so it's
So everything sort of feeds off each other.
that's the idea. That's the idea.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So
Basil.
everything is really nice and fresh, and that I think makes it a little bit more special.
Can't beat it, can you? So is this the...
This is duckweed. So this is what feed for the fish and so on.
Oh, yeah. You don't put this on the menu, do you?
No. And stirring it around, it doesn't smell so great either.
No.
So, yeah.
fresh fish.
As you can hear, that's the system flushing.
It was fascinating to see this ecosystem at work. The fish fed the plants fed the fish, and everything was bursting with health and life. It was its own little Eden, and Brent was eager to get a taste of the fruit.
What's going on here?
As we use everything the same with animals, we use with plants as well. So that would be the fennel bulb, which Chantal is cutting, this braised fennel bulb, and then the fennel tops we dry.
Dehydrate.
Yeah, and then create a dust from it, which in the end turns up something like this.
So fennel powder.
Yeah.
So this would be like healthy licorice.
Very licoricey. I don't know about healthy.
Healthier than licorice.
Yeah.
It's amazing when you dehydrate something how concentrated it gets.
Yeah.
And tasting it, it's obviously fresh, so I'm guessing it's from
right next.
from around here, which makes a massive difference. Is the menu that you create inspired by African food or traditional African food, or do you just go by what's in season?
Well, we can grow what's in season, and a little bit of travelling, a little bit of what I'm used to eating.
Did you grow up here? Have you always been in Pretoria?
I grew up in Pretoria, yeah.
Because it's like the director and the team really wanted me to come to Pretoria, which I didn't realise was so far from Joburg. But then I didn't know why they wanted me to come here so badly. So what's different maybe in the food culture or the culture here that is so important to, I guess, Pretoria?
Pretoria, I think it's the biggest farm town in the world. You know, it's the same kind of culture, close-knit community, and it's a bunch of nice people.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing.
Food-wise,
if you was to have Joburg, South Africa, Pretoria,
meat and more meat. I mean, chicken is seen as vegetables.
Every day.
and the interest at the moment, the interest in food and wine in Pretoria is massive. I mean, our wine list is really small, unique farms, and the people who come here seem to enjoy it a lot.
What do we have here? This looks amazing.
All right, let's start with a little glass jar. This is duck liver parfait with dukas, it's rose nuts, cumin, coriander seeds, and sesame seeds. Then salt-cured, air-dried springbok. Then a terrine of rabbit and lamb, green tomato chutney.
Yeah.
The ones we could use, we dried. The other ones we made chutney from. Sherry vinegar gel. And then ox tongue with sweet mustard and raisins.
I could stay all day and just eat, but I've still got more of Pretoria to see. So amazing experience. Amazing things you're doing here.
Oh, thank you very much. Nice meeting you.
Now you get hugs.
Hugs?
The ones I love get hugs.
Oh, fuck.
No, I look forward to coming
Thanks,
back and having a meal.
It's great meeting you guys, and thanks for making the time, man.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Cheers.
Brent felt Adrian's self-sustaining farm was something very special. Everything made with love and care. Next up was Cullinan to meet Angie. Cullinan is the town where the crowning jewel in the crown jewels was found. The town began in 1898 after Sir Thomas Cullinan found diamonds on a farm. Things really began to boom when the world's largest diamond was found and donated to the British Royal Jewels. The diamond mines are still in operation today, keeping this town's rich history alive. We then headed to a nearby area where a group of liberated slaves known as naaldtrekkers had settled in 1902.
So we are in the land of where the naaldtrekkers have settled. Yeah, which is quite different from where we just were.
Yes, it is. They were given this as farming land, and it was so unexpected that they called the place onverwacht, which means unexpected.
Jimmy, is it Jimmy? Jimmy, nice to meet you. Thank you.
Hy wil baie graag hoor van julle kultuur, van waar julle vandaan kom en wat julle vandag doen.
Ek is eintlik 'n boerling van hier op onverwacht. En my ouers het ook hier groot geword, maar ons voorouers het hier gekom na die Boereoorlog Die gedeelte, die onverwachte plek, was eindelijk een plek van Erasmus, was een blanke man geweest. En Steenberg, daar oorkant waar hij bomen is. En dan de oorkant is een plek wat hulle sê is ding is Legoes.
Legoes.
Ja, die plek is...
It's a place name, Legoes.
Ja,
Legoes.
You say that?
Legoes.
Ja, Legoes. Die oude...
Legoes.
Ja, Legoes. Die eigenaar van die plek se van was Legoes.
Okay.
So, na die oorlog van die boere en die Engelse, onze voorouders het ook gaan beklei saam met die boere nou na die oorlog. En dan, toen besluit die 3 mannen van die plek, die plaatsen, wat gaan ons nou vir hierdie breinmannen gee wat gaan beklei het saam met ons? Toen besluit die eigenaars van die plek, nee, laat ons hem opsnij en plotten maak, stenen laat ons het verkoop aan die breinmensen. En dan so het ons ook nog hier geboren en hier het ons geploeg met osse, donkies, koring geplant, mielies.
So what does Jimmy love about being here?
Ja, die plek is vir my gerieflik want ons het nog maar groot geword met boerdery en die dorpse lewe is bietjie baie vinnig vir ons.
And obviously Jimmy's accent is really unique and I haven't heard that anywhere. Yeah. Is this sort of language anywhere else in South Africa or Africa or is it limited to this sort of space?
Ja, ons wat hier is praat so maar sê ek nie kyk nou soos die Afrikaans van in Kaapstad en so is dit verskil. As ons trots sê ek nou ons voorouders was nou Zulu, Xhosa of so en so maar nou toe onze ouers nou onder die boere groot geword het.
Ja.
Toe begin hulle nou Afrikaans en so het onze ouers nou ook gebore en onder die boere Afrikaans geleer en dit nou sommer ontstaan.
Is there a strong cultural food scene here?
Is dit met die kos ook so want ek weet julle maak hierdie wonderlike kos en kom die toeriste en eet dit wat al die tradisionele
kos is. Ja, dit is gebakte brood en so aan en
en koeksisters
en pap met die mieliemeel pakpoot en
Jimmy, been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Plezier jy baie dankie.
Okay, all right.
I hope we will meet again.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
From the city centre to the leafy suburbs, good conversation is had. The story of the Natrek is told, and the unexpected explored. We left Pretoria having heard many authentic tales from authentic people, and having a better insight into Afrikaans culture and the spirit of this serene city.